dude, we traveled the world together, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, dude, put it there. We've been
Wildboyz.
Dude, sometimes
It's my dream job. Like honestly, like that was me just piling on. Like Jackass was a huge success. We just made the first movie.
Yep.
And luckily MTV was still shocked that we wouldn't do the Jackass TV show anymore. And so I said, well, what I will do is I want to do a nature show. And you guys need a nature show.
Right.
But we'll make it like a Jackass nature show. So it'll be kind of like Jackass, but a nature show, which I don't know why. I mean, that's just because that's all I watched. Like, that's all I wanted to do was a nature show.
Yeah.
Like Steve Irwin and all that shit. But
I got really lucky because that was really you and Pontius.
Yeah.
And you guys kind of let me in on your
yeah, well, we went. It was so funny because, I would just watch Animal Planet or Discovery Channel, and one day Chris was over, and we were watching, and we saw this. I can't remember. Yeah, we watched Manny jumping on sharks. Like he and Rackley are riding in a little fucking boat, and they're jumping out of the boat onto the back of sharks and pulling the sharks out of the water. And these are legit sharks, like bull sharks, lemon sharks, and Manny's doing it in a Speedo. And we're like, fuck at that. Like, we got to find these guys. So we tried to find them when you went with the nurse shark dive.
Oh, okay.
We were looking for that dude. Like, I already knew about Manny. I didn't know how to find him, but we had Gooch and everybody trying to find this dude. And finally we tracked him down, and it was when you did the worm trick. It was the next season of Jackass. We were back in Florida.
For sure. I remember the first day of the unicycle off the airboat with the gator right there, the warm up in their nose. And, dude, it was the first time we ever met Manny.
Yeah.
We're at this Everglades park. And we're in the parking lot just with all, getting the gear out, whatever. Knoxville's standing there. Manny's standing there. We see this family walking in our direction, and all of a sudden their faces light up, and Knoxville is like, okay, here we go. This is early on too, so Knoxville's still stoked about getting recognized, and he's like, yeah. And then they walk right fucking past Knoxville to Manny, and they're like, Manny.
It's so rad. And then and
Knoxville asks him, I want to get bit by a rattlesnake, and Manny says, no. Yeah. And that was when I went on to learn, if Manny says, like, something's not okay, it's not fucking okay. No. And if Manny says something is okay, that doesn't really mean all that.
That just means he'd be there willing to be there, like.
And that got us around, like, having to be under the supervision of professionals. Like, Manny was our professional.
Right.
He was just the key that unlocked anything we wanted to do on Wildboyz.
God damn, like, I'll tell you, like, so we went and we were shooting Jackass, the first Jackass movie, and we were in Florida, and we had Manny, and Manny's like, Jeff, you need to swim in the Black Swamp. I'm like, all right, well, we'll do it. Like, we're not doing. No, that was that night. This was this Saturday.
Oh, okay.
It was me and Chris went and swam with. That was really.
I remember the TV show days though. That was like the
TV show. It was before. It was Black Swamp at Night was after Jackass 1, before Wildboyz.
Okay.
But this is during Jackass 1. We went on our day off. Me and Chris went and swam the swamp with Manny, and Manny's just swimming down and bringing the fucking alligators right to us, and just letting go 10-foot alligators right in front of us, and they're mad and they swim away, and it was scary as shit. But we filmed it, and it was fucking.
Dude, that's fucking epic. That's your day off. Like when it's your day off, and then you choose to go play with alligators in the swamp.
Yeah, and so then I go back to Florida after Jackass, the first movie, and I call Manny. He's like, Jeff, I want to go to the Black Swamp at night. I'm like, oh fuck. Well, what happens at night? Well, the alligators hunt at night, but let's just go do this. Go do the same shit. Like
your visibility's bad enough in the daytime.
So this is just me, Rack, and Manny.
Yeah.
Like, and trusting them to I know how to snorkel. I know how to but I'm not great at any of that. Like, I'm not super comfortable. Just in those fucker guys they're ducks. They're pure Aquaman.
Yeah.
And they don't have the best equipment. I trusted them to have the flashlights and everything. So Rack's got a camera. He's got a flashlight. They give me my snorkel gear. They gave me a wetsuit. We go start swimming in the swamp at night. And I'm telling you couldn't see your fucking hand in front of your face. Pitch black. I mean, there's no moon, nothing. And we get in the water. And we get in the water, and then Manny starts fucking swimming away. And I'm swimming with this fucking flashlight. You can only see whatever the beam of light. It's like holding a lightsaber underwater, right?
Yeah.
And every now and then you pass over a big garfish or a turtle or something, and you're like, holy shit. And then I'm thinking, I've got this little red snorkel tip, and I keep flipping back thinking, I'm getting tracked. They think I'm a duck. They think my head's a fucking duck, and I'm going to get bit in the head by an alligator. And so I keep flipping back, and also you're hitting branches, and I'm like, oh, there's snakes sleeping on top of that branch. I'm just fucking scared to death. Yeah. And luckily, and Mark and Manny go off trying to bring alligators to. They think, I need to see an alligator now. And so they swim up ahead. So I'm just by myself with this light while they're charging. And of course, Manny comes back with a 10-foot alligator and fucking lets it go, right? Like it fights itself. Like you can, if you're gentle with them, you can bring it.
Right.
Like,
I mean, it's got like loose skin underneath its chin.
And they have no concept of what's going on. So they don't feel threatened, and Manny stays out of the eye line. But he lets this fucking big ass alligator go right next to me, and I'm floating, and it swam and hits both my legs swimming away. And I'm like, did I get bit? I don't know what happened. Like this big powerful animal just whacked me in the leg getting away from us. And I'm like, and then my light goes out. And
I feel like you're describing the Silence of the Lambs.
I'm telling you, like it was, and I'm with Mark and Manny, who are just like, so brave, so gnarly, but like ill prepared. We were totally ill prepared to be in there, but we got some cool footage, like,
for sure. And that was a day off.
Yeah, that was vacation for me.
Did you count how many countries we went to on Wildboyz?
We went to I don't.
We went to every continent except Antarctica.
And we tried to go to Antarctica. It was really
expensive.
hard to do at that point.
It's a little one-dimensional too, I think.
It would have been cool. I think South Georgia Island would have been cool. You know, we totally looked into it, but it was.
He's got a way to get to.
Yeah, it was like for us, it was a ship we had to get on and go from the bottom of Argentina. And the problem is it was paying for the whole crew and everybody.
Right.
Like a week just to go for a few days and back, and really supervised by not what Wildboyz was looking for as far as the scientists and the you know what I mean?
Right.
Very supervised, very hands-off approach to, which was great, but that's not what worked for us.
Right. I mean, dude, did you get extra pages added to your passport?
Yeah, I had the fattest fucking passport.
Fattest fucking passport.
Yeah, still have it. It's the best.
I totally still have it. Do you have 3 holes poked in it because
yeah,
I
get it.
Yeah, me
punched.
too.
Yeah.
Oh man,
My new passports are so boring compared to that one.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for watching that clip. And if you live in America, there's a good chance that this big badass tour bus is coming to your town with my bucket list tour. What is it? Well, it's an X-rated show full of all the stuff that I would have never been allowed to do for Jackass. And a lot of it is flagrantly illegal, so it's adults only. And if you live in any of these states, then you better go to stevo.com and check out my tour schedule. Hurry up and get your tickets too, because it's selling out everywhere. Yeah, dude. Woo! Yeah, dude.